Hi, I'm Maria Andre Pais. I'm a 25-year-old Guatemalan, and I'm orange. Yes, orange. I am the color of warmth, happiness, cheerfulness, and energy. Orange is a color of vitality. With an undying energy, the arts have been my life, and will forever be. I started acting when I was 3 years old, dancing when I was 7, singing when I was 10, and I haven't stopped since, performing in almost 30 plays. I'm an entertainer at heart, and like my father and grandmother, a storyteller. However, this constant energy is balanced in my restful times when I'm totally concentrated and immersed on the task at hand, listening to good music or traveling in the pages of a book. I'm also a plastic artist, fascinated with the idea of capturing life and holding it still for a moment in my hand. That's when the entire world goes silent and my restless spirits take a break. Orange is rejuvenating and uplifting, and I think that's what makes me different. My attitude towards life. No matter what life throws at me, I always stay positive and optimistic, and I'm able to see the bright side. My personality won't allow me to stay down, depressed, or feeling blue. I will always rise up. I know that if something bad has happened to me, then I can weave it into a story later on and maybe steal a smile from someone, or comfort another person. I have been very blessed, so I try to give the world kindness and happiness. I have my days off, of course, but usually. I believe the most powerful thing in this world is love. Whether it's a hug on the right time, a smile to a stranger, an encouraging word. I think that the more you give to others, the more you get back. And one of the greatest gifts a human being can give one another is a shared laugh, a smile, a big hug. I will always strive for the best, because the second best will never do. I'm very passionate and responsible, though at the same time I can be very playful and cheery. I am also very competitive, the friendly kind though, and I thrive under pressure. I do know that this passion I put into everything and this strive for the best has also hindered my progress. I'm afraid of making mistakes and doing something wrong, even when I know that mistakes are good and what helps you move forward. I graduated in graphic design, the money-making alternative to the dream career, and then studied a master in audiovisual communication. However, I still feel very, very green, and that much of the theory I've learned has still to try its mettle in the real world. I want to use my gifts to change the world, and I believe in changing the world one person at a time through imagery and storytelling. I've seen that when I'm telling a story in a party, at a dinner, during school, or hanging around with a stranger, my audience just goes through this marvelous change. I feel like I've been blessed with some sort of magic that allows me to spell people into my story for a while. If I'm just entertaining, they gift me with their laughs on cue and their smiles. If I'm trying to patch up a broken heart or a bruised soul, I'm happy if their mood improves ever so slightly. I've seen the power of a story well told. I know what it can do and how it can influence someone. So I want to use this power and influence the world positively, to share some of my orange with all the gray in the world. I want to use my stories to show up a mirror to the world, to comfort, to enlighten, to help, to make a point, and to inspire. I'm well aware that I can't go to every single person in the world and tell them a story, me personally, but my work can do it for me. A well-made illustration has that magic, just like that story, every brushstroke, a word, a color, an emotion. And with my work, I can be part of the cast of other people's stories. I grew up with Disney movies that would tell me wonderful stories and fill me with emotions. I discovered Ghibli animation later on, and that brought me a whole new set of emotions. Now, every day a storyteller comes forth and brings me a different story. I want to be part of those grand stories, worthy of those teams of talented people that will bring together a vision to life. Maybe someday my vision of orange-colored glasses and Latin American influences. The world has yet to see all that Latin America has to offer inside its vast and very rich culture. I know how to tell a story, but I can't draw it. I cannot bring my own vision to life credibly enough. I can't give it the authenticity and believability that I can give my roles when I'm acting. I think painting drama, so accurately named for my particular case, will give me the tools to become a better storyteller and to bring my two passions into one. I'm a fairly good painter, well, copyist would be the right word, usually taking the reference completely and rarely being confident enough to add my own twist into it. I'm great in rendering minute details, but I feel completely dumbfounded with layout and the foundation and composition. I'm also very weak at drawing human beings, but I'm working on it. I want to be a part of this offering now with the Pioneer Group because right now I'm living in a different country than my own. I'm out of my usual routine, and this is the best time for changing my life. I've already changed a lot from who I was before coming to Beijing, and right now I can change even more, especially because all the way over here, I'm far away from all the usual distractions and the usual fears and bonds. I think I would also greatly benefit from your guidance and mentoring. I feel that your energy is very akin to mine, your passion and your enthusiasm for life. And I need an experienced teacher that can show me the way, but that understands my soul at the same time. I would offer the community a whole lot of orange, just bunches of it. I offer enthusiasm, optimism, a friendly word, an encouraging nod, a well-thought critique, a responsible worker, and always, always, a happy student and a fellow friend. I always make it my business that wherever I go, and if I can, the place is brighter when I leave it and the people happier. For the fairy tale and the mashup, I imagined The Princess and the Frog in a Hitchcock horror movie. You know how the Princess and the Frog, in the original tale, the frog actually asks the princess to behead him. So I figured it would be very interesting to have it like instead of the birds, but with the frogs, combining with a little bit of Psycho in it. So I figured that would be very interesting to show and to try to bring it to life. I hope you would please consider me, and my portfolio is set up at http://maripaiz.deviantart.com. Thank you so much for watching. See you.